Welcome. Today we are doing some pregnancy stretches to reduce your risk of tearing during your upcoming labor and birth. This routine is designed to prepare your body by focusing on pelvic mobility, pelvic floor relaxation, hip flexibility, and nervous system relaxation. Of course, I do want to say that there is no one exercise or stretch that can completely prevent tearing during birth. Perinatal tearing depends on many factors like baby's position, pushing technique, tissue elasticity, whether it's your first birth or you've had babies before, and also how quickly baby moves through the vaginal canal. But there is some encouraging research that shows you can reduce the risk of tearing with perineal massage, pelvic floor relaxation work, breath work, and birth preparation techniques. Learning how to fully relax and release your pelvic floor is just as important, or if not even more important, at the end of pregnancy than the strength work that you do for your pelvic floor. Your uterus is going to push out your baby, and during birth, your pelvic floor just has to release and move out of the way to let baby down and out. So today's routine is all about helping you feel more mobile, more relaxed, more open, and prepared for birth. How you breathe during your labor and birth will make the biggest difference. We want to use our diaphragmatic breath, and so that our pelvic floor and our diaphragm are working together. As we inhale, our pelvic floor will move down as air moves into our lungs, and as we exhale, we want our pelvic floor to move up slightly, thinking of our body like a canister, and those are working together. So let's take a big inhale in, expanding 360 degrees into your ribs and side ribs. And then exhale, you can pull your baby into spine. Your belly should shrink. Good. You may feel a slight lift in your pelvic floor. Big inhale. Fully relaxing. You may feel your pelvic floor relax on your ball or your chair. And exhale. Good. We also want our jaw to be very relaxed during our birth. If we're holding tension in our jaw, it can often tighten up our pelvic floor. So sometimes moms will use horse lips as they breathe. So big inhale. And then exhale, keeping your lips loose. You can breathe out, helping to relax through your pelvic floor. Again. Good. Let's take some big hip circles here, working on our hip mobility. Continuing to relax through your pelvic floor. Let's go the other way. Good. We can place our ball aside and let's get down on the mat onto all fours. The position of your baby is also important to reduce risk of tearing. Let's move forward into a puppy pose, which can help with optimal fetal positioning. Walking your hands out, you can lower your forehead down to the ground, keeping your hips stacked above your knees. Armpits reach down towards the ground and then feel lifted through your mid-back, not dumping into your back. Continue to breathe here. Good. You can gently lift your head up, walking your hands back in. You could also do puppy pose several times throughout your day. We're gonna move into our frog rocks here. So we're gonna walk our knees out And you can come down onto your forearms here. And then slowly start to rock back and forth, focusing on releasing through your pelvic floor. Good, hold, take a big breath. Exhale, really focus on releasing and relaxing. And then you can take your ankles towards each other and slowly walk your way back to all fours. We'll work on our internal rotation now. We're gonna lift our ankles up and out, and then bringing them back in again. Good. One last time. Let's come up on our knees, moving into a kneeling lunge, bringing one foot forward. And then we're going to turn your front foot out, externally rotating through your thigh and rocking here. Good, pressing into your front foot. Let's switch to the other side. Turning your front leg out, rocking here. Creating asymmetry in your pelvis and mobility. Amazing, walk it back in. We can take a quick sip of water. From here, we can move into a deep squat position. If that doesn't feel good in your body, you can also move into butterfly. You can either come through standing and squat down, or simply move into a deep squat. You could also sit on some blocks or a stool if that's more comfortable. Again, really focusing on releasing and relaxing through your pelvic floor. If it feels good, you can also rock back and forth, taking some movement here. Good. And let's find our way now to butterfly. Letting your knees flop out, finding length in your spine. You can stay sitting tall or hinge forward. Think of your feet as opening up like a book. Beautiful. If you're hinged forward, come on up and we can take our heels out. Let's windshield back and forth. Good. We can find our way down on our side now. Stacking our hips and knees. We can take that top foot for half happy baby. Take any movement that feels good here as well. Good, and gently release. We can flip over onto our other side. Stacking hips and knees and grabbing outside edge of your foot. Happy baby. Again, bringing your focus and attention to releasing through your pelvic floor. Good, gently release. And let's find our way to a wide-kneed child's pose. If you wanted to support your chest with a pillow, you could also do that. Let's take a big breath into our side and back ribs. And then sigh out, releasing any tension. One more time. And release. Feel free to continue resting here, or you can finish up with me, walking your way back up to a seated position. You did amazing. I hope that your body is feeling relaxed and released after those stretches. You can also go grab my most popular resource, my complete guide on how to reduce and cope with pain during labor. I will link to it in the description box below. If you have any questions about movement and birth preparation, feel free to put them in the comments below, and I will keep creating pregnancy and postpartum workouts. If you're enjoying these videos, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. Only 26% of my viewers are subscribed, and it's the best free way to support me. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.